Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie Martinez, and welcome to Horse Racing Today for our 2022 preview of the Breeders' Cup coming up very shortly. We're just going to throw some information at you, some facts and figures you may not have seen before, some interesting things that you might want to consider as you make your picks for the upcoming weekend. And let's see, our first race is going to be the Juvenile Turf Sprint. It is 5.5 furlongs, obviously on the turf. As far as the profile of a 5.5 furlong turf winner at the current Keeneland meet, there have been 9 races, mostly favoring early speed and outside-ish posts. As far as key facts go for this race, there have only been 4 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprints. Trainer Wesley Ward and Irad Ortiz have won the last 3, so that's certainly a winning combination there. Wesley has 2 possible horses in this race, Love Reigns and No Way Hudson. Jockeys have not yet been assigned, so stay tuned on that one. The average winner has paid $7.90, with the favorite winning 2 out of 4. That's pretty good odds there on the favorites. And as you can see here, green is good, red is bad. So clearly you can see that a horse who is on front for the first call tends to have a very good shot. The inside post braid has never won. Towards the middle there, you get a little bit better. And as you can see, all the way out here, it's all red. No good if your horse is coming from out of it for this race. So keep that in mind. But I have a few professional handicappers that will be joining me for a lot more information. We have the wonderful Rich and Tom. Let me go ahead and add them in here. Oh, where are you?
I'm here. I don't know what happened to Tom, however.
Oh, no.
Tom has disappeared. So we had Tom in here, and he was making a point to let us know that he was in the first race, but I don't see Mr. Thomas.
I don't know. He disappeared. Well, take it away, Rich. Tell us what you got.
All righty then. Well, I'm a little nervous all by myself now. But anyway, looking at race number 1, you got to say to yourself, 5.5 furlongs on the turf, probably going to favor speed. Jamie, and you had some great facts there. You pointed out that Wesley Ward has been dominant at this race. So I think you got to have a Wesley Ward horse in here for sure. And that horse, I think, for me, is going to be Love Reigns. The horse has got a lot of early pace, going to be a part of the mix. Looks like the better of the 2 Wesley Ward horses. Another horse I like is a foreign invader by the name of Persian Force. It's raced against some high quality horses over in Europe. That Blackbeard and Bradshell are 2 very good horses. So I think you're going to see that horse put in a very strong effort here in the Breeders' Cup effort here in 2022. And then for my price play, I'm looking at Oxymore. With all the speed in this race, you're going to need to have a horse that has a little bit of versatility. I think that one does have the ability to come from off the pace, beyond the lead, which should give it a good shot against a lot of speed in here. And understand that, these are just the preliminary entrants. The draws and which horses are in and which ones are out haven't been finalized yet. That'll happen on Monday. And of course, we'll have all of that information kind of built into our picks when we go ahead and make our final selections next week for the Breeders' Cup. I really wonder what happened to Tom.
I don't know, but I do have a question. Love Reigns, great choice. But are you concerned at all that we haven't seen this horse in a while? I know that they scratched recently from a race that they were going to be in. Does that kind of give you some pause?
Nah, with Wesley Ward, if you've watched enough of these turf sprint races, and I remember talking to Chantel Sutherland, and she spoke about how when she rode a Wesley Ward horse, when they pop out of the gate, it's almost like driving one of those cars that has a ton of like power. She said that she just kind of like snapped back and had to really like hold on. She had to pull the mane, which apparently hurts their hair now. Did you know that? Oh,
I just found that out. Yes.
So she said that they really pop out of those gates with some massive speed. So kind of, I think that Wesley always seems to have his horses prepared off the jump. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that horse come out of the gate, even though it's had some time off, and do so very successfully with the normal action and come out. And so the time off doesn't really concern me much at all.
Okay, great.
So I did send Tom a link again. So hopefully Mr. Thomas clicks on that link. In the meantime, Jamie, how do you feel about the Breeders' Cup? Are you looking forward to it?
I am so excited for the Breeders' Cup. I have my little heart picks that not sure how live they'll be, but we've got a lot of interesting horses going on with some great stories, and I'm always a sucker for those stories. Oh,
all right. Here's
did I hear?
Thomas. Yes,
Where's
indeed.
he at?
Thomas, how are you? I went ahead and made my
Ah,
picks. So
I didn't get the link for whatever reason.
it was the same one we were on.
Well,
Anyway.
welcome back, Tom. Happy to have you here.
I'm here. All right. I guess I got to make my picks, huh?
Your 2 picks into play, indeed, sir.
Yes, I did. I've got the Platinum Queen as my top choice. She's very fast. She's beaten older horses, and she did it at Perry Longchamp over very soft going, and she did it in 58. So very fast. She also ran second to Highfield Princess, which we'll be talking about her later because she's going to be pretty good too. Second choice, Persian Force. Not ever out of the money. Tough horse. Is run on the flat like at the Curra. Has been on the up and down courses, and I think he's very suited for Keeneland. I'm going to put my long shot in here real quick. It's Lady Hollywood, a trainer who's 31 years old, and she's got a nice horse. And this one is going to go into the sales after this race. And I think you may get a little bit of a price because she beat the males last time out at Perry Longchamp.
All right, very cool. I just have a quick question for you, if you don't mind as well. The Platinum Queen, I really like that horse as well, but does it make you pause considering that American trainers seem to really have an advantage on some of these shorter, speedier races? They tend to do better in this race than some of the other longer ones?
She's very fast. The only horse she really got beat by, in my opinion, was Trillium, who's also very fast, and she was targeted for this race. But unfortunately, she didn't make it. Platinum Queen's worst race was at Royal Ascot, and it was just a mess. But a lot of these horses that we're going to be talking about tonight didn't do very well at Royal Ascot, including Golden Pal. So it's just one of the, I think if she gets her trip, the thing is really, because we don't know post position, that's going to be something to consider. If she draws outside, I'm going to be less inclined to play her than I'm going to if she draws in more inside or a more favorable post position. But she's also done something that none of these horses have done, which is beaten older horses. And that's something that's a huge factor in my mind. And that just shows her speed. Nunthorpe, she lost to Highfield Princess. Highfield Princess I think, can beat Golden Pal easily. She's at top of her game, and we're talking about a 5-year-old mare. And then when she came out in that very soft surface to run a 58 at Perry Longchamp against the males, and mixed actually, but that was a great race for her and beating older horses. She's tough, and when she's been on firm ground like at Goodwood, she ran away from the field.
Yeah, that makes sense. Excellent. Okay, so everyone, please tune in for we're going to be covering all of the Breeders' Cup races. We will have that information in the description. So if you want to go ahead and check in for all of those and see what other information and tips we can give you, come on back for more. And no matter what, we hope that we will see you in the
Winner's Circle.
This Breeders' Cup. Wonderful.